You are putting in the work. You hit the gym 5 days a week, you eat clean, and you suffer through the exhausting cardio. And yet, despite following all the standard rules, nothing changes. You step on the scale, look in the mirror, and realize you are trapped at exactly 20% body fat. It is easy to assume you just aren't trying hard enough, but remaining stuck here is rarely a failure of personal willpower. It happens because you are operating with inaccurate data and improper physical mechanics. Getting down to a defined 15% requires looking at your routine like a machine and debugging 3 specific fatal errors within your fat loss system. Breaking past this barrier means abandoning brute force effort in favor of precise, data-driven management. System error number 1 lies in the math. Specifically, we have to look at the reliability of how we measure the energy going into the body versus the energy being burned. This diagram compares metrics. Food calories are measured in a bomb calorimeter via heat production. Your smartwatch merely estimates burn through movement. Watch, a gym workout is only 5 to 10% of total daily burn. Add unlogged hidden snacks, your perceived deficit completely disappears. The fix is to decouple your data. Track your food intake entirely separately from your estimated calorie burn to discover your true surplus. Separating these unreliable data streams removes the mathematical illusion keeping the body soft. Once you track food honestly, you almost always find out you are eating hundreds of calories more than estimated. System error 2 happens when you apply the wrong physical stimulus to the body. Prioritizing cardio over muscle building halts your physical adaptation. Cardio is an active calorie burn. It consumes energy while you are moving, but the biological limitation is that the moment the workout starts, your metabolic burn plummets right back down to baseline. This graph compares energy burn over a 24-hour axis. Cardio creates a sharp spike that immediately drops off, but building new muscle tissue elevates your basal metabolic rate, your resting energy burn, creating a continuous elevated horizontal baseline that works around the clock. A lot of guys try to build that tissue by lifting light weights for 30+ reps. That is simply doing cardio with weights. It completely fails to trigger the mechanical tissue damage required for growth. Tissue adaptation requires severe physical tension. You need to be working in the 6 to 12 rep range, with weight heavy enough that the final 2 reps are a struggle. Pushing the muscle through progressive overload is the required signal for growth. Progressive overload is the mechanical driver needed to shape a lean physique. Relying solely on cardio burns calories, but leaves you with a smaller version of the exact same soft body. System error 3 is driven by emotional reactions to flawed feedback loops. These psychological errors completely destroy long-term consistency. It often starts with a single off-plan meal. A burger or a beer gets interpreted as a complete failure, triggering an all-or-nothing response that turns a minor calorie deviation into a massive multi-day binge. That mindset feeds directly into a second faulty data loop, obsessing over the daily bathroom scale and misinterpreting natural fluctuations as a failure to lose fat. This scatterplot shows biological noise in daily weigh-ins. Erratic data points, caused by water or sodium spikes, bounce wildly across a 30-day timeline, masking true tissue loss. But drawing a smooth trend line directly through that noise reveals the actual downward trajectory of fat loss. You fix this error by ignoring daily volatility in favor of tracking weekly trend lines. Adopt a 90-10 nutritional budget and measure secondary metrics like actual strength gains. Successfully managing your physical composition requires abandoning emotional microreactions and relying strictly on objective macro trend analysis. This brings us to the final, ultimate barrier. Most guys go full throttle for 4 weeks, don't immediately see visible abs, and abandon the entire system because the biological results do not match their expectations. The biological math of sustainable fat loss moves at a highly specific rate. Dropping a realistic 1 to 2 pounds per week compounds into a massive structural transformation of 24 to 48 pounds over 6 months. Think of the process like the flight trajectory in this blueprint illustration. Breaking the plateau is a steep, high-energy ascent phase that eventually transitions into a flat, level cruising path once you hit your 15% goal. Building the system requires massive initial thrust and strict adherence, but maintaining that lean state long-term requires vastly less daily effort. Stop seeking a magic template that does the work for you. Instead, implement one single systemic change today.
Start exclusively with honest, separated food tracking. Breaking the 20% barrier is the permanent result of mastering your biological data, respecting physical mechanics, and committing to the long game.